All right, so in this module, we're going to learn how to read some other notes and put it into a rhythm, okay, that we can follow along. Now, this is also from the Hall Leonard book, so I'm using that as another example. And I'm gonna leave that a link for that in the description so you can grab it if you wanna be able to go further with your music studies. It's the Hall Leonard Student Piano Library, Adult Piano Method. And again, it can be used with teenagers as well, so not only adults, but it's very, very easy and very self-explanatory. So of course, I'm gonna leave the link for my ebook as well, and you can download that and have my 12 steps to playing the piano. But if you want to dive in deeper and learn how to play the piano, you can contact me for lessons, and you can take a look at the materials as well if that's something that you're interested. Now, back into our lesson, to our module on got rhythm. All right, so now when we're reading music, we're gonna find notes that are the short notes, like we talked about it already. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and I can also have a rest at the end, okay? And keeping that steady beat very consistently. So I like to do a lot of rhythm work when we learn to play the piano. Basically just tapping the rhythm, just to feel it. So you can tap it in your lap, you can tap it on the lid of the piano. So for this one, we would go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, rest. Okay, so we have silence. If I'm playing that on just any key that I can find it in a piano, I would perhaps pick, let's go with C, because that's easy. We all know where C is at this point, right? So right before the two black keys, we would have C. So I could go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, rest. All right? Then I can also learn notes that are perhaps a little longer. Okay, so that's going to be called a half note. The one that are 1 beat are called quarter note. The one that is 2 beats is called a half note. And I would just hold that note for 2 counts. So when I'm playing on the instrument, let's go back to our lovely C. I would go 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, maintaining the steady beat. Okay. Then again, I have other notes that perhaps are going to carry a larger value, which is the whole note. Looks like, to my little kids, I say that looks like it's a donut. But right here, we're going to have the note that's round, and it carries 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my donut note. I just like to have fun with that. So I would hold the note for 4 counts. All right, so again, going back to our nice C, we will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And that's about what we need to know. There are other notes with other values as well that perhaps will be longer or shorter. But for this purpose right now, we want to be able to understand the length of the note and work a little bit on the rhythm. So when I am doing this right here, I want to be able to feel my rhythm. Super, super, super steady in the way that I can really know what I'm doing. So when I'm playing, I would have my position again on the 3 black keys, my right hand and my left hand on the 3 black keys, and I would follow along the rhythm. So I would count 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is just an example that we can use to be able to understand the rhythm. Because the notes are pointing up, we would do the right hand. When the notes pointing down, they will be the left hand. We will count in the same way. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's put it all together. If you need to pause and revisit what we just talked about it, feel free to do that. Feel free to do that. That's okay. And right now, we're gonna go ahead and I will demonstrate how the opening night on page 9 is going to be, okay? So I would place my hands on the 3 black keys. I would have my left hand on the 3, my right hand on the 3 black keys, and I will start with my right hand, and I would go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So now that you saw how you get to read the notes in a very basic way, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate to you how you would read something that's a little more challenging, including the notes and the staff. So there is something that we learn as we progress in piano. It's called the grand staff. And it's basically where we put the right and the left hand together, okay? When we will learn how to read both the right and the left. The notes in the right, they're going to carry the sign, it's called the treble staff. The notes in the left, they will carry the bass staff. And as we learned in the previous module, we learned the landmark. So middle C, treble G, and bass F. So if you need to go back, take a pause in this video and review that. That would be a good idea. So you can have a good refresher on that. If you feel pretty ready to move forward, I will go ahead and explain how this all fits together, okay? So middle C is going to be the middle C that we played earlier on the piano when we go middle C, right there. And then treble G, and then we're going to have bass F, okay? And by the way, this is a baton for those who are watching that. It's like, what is this that she has in her hand? It's a baton. It's a conductor's baton. I love to use that when I'm teaching so I can point to things, and sometimes we even conduct during the lesson. So it's a fun little tool that we get to use a lot in music. Okay, very important if you're a conductor. Now back to our lesson. Right here we will learn how to read middle C. So that's what middle C looks like. Okay, and because I'm reading the lines and the spaces, I will be counting the distance between the notes. So again, that's where intervals come on handy for us. So I would count the note on C, it's on the line, and then 2 is on this little space below everything else, and then 2 on the line. So I'll do that again. So C on the line, 2 on the space, 3 on the first bottom line right here, okay? Then 4 on the first space, and then 5 on the second line, okay? We're also going to count always from the bottom to top, okay, for this right hand and then the left hand, all right? And then we would also notice that the left hand has this line right here. There's this 2 dots and it has a line crossing over. That's where we're going to place our bass Fs. Always easy to remember bass F from here. So bass F, we're going to count 1 on bass F on that line, and then we have a space, we'd have a line, we'd have a space, and then that's where we go to C. Now, how does this all fitting with the piano? Well, if I counted 5 right here and 5 here, that means that what I'm going to count here on the piano is also going to make sense, okay? So I go C is 1, D is 2, E is 3, F is 4, and then again 5. So when I counted in my music, I counted 5 between the lines and the spaces. And if I'm going down also, I will be counting 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm counting 5. It's a fifth between the lines and the spaces. So counting space, from C will be line, space on the B, A on the line, and then G on the space, and then F on the line, okay? So I know it's a lot of information, so take a pause, come back to this video as many times as you need so you can understand how to make the connection between the landmarks in the piano first, and then understand what they would look like in the music.